They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Denver Broncos. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway in upstate New York. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Looking to throw on first down is Rippon. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. And now it's third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. Fielded at the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
46-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Ball at the 23, second and 8.
At the 20.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now he's flushed out left. He's going to take off with it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 6-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
The tackle made back at the 9-yard line.
Allen from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick by Bass is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, it's Gordon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Bills 3, Broncos 0.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Off play action, it's Rippon. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? The quarterback gets hit.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's got room. Pass it. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Denver.
Melvin Gordon, 48 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Rippon on 1st and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Rippon. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. And the Broncos' 1st down.
Rippon on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again is Rippon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. From the gun, Rippon. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st down, Broncos.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by McManus is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Denver.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos 36. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Oh, that was dangerous.
Allen's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the 3rd quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
It's now
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's able to find Diggs. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Buffalo Bills.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Goes 1 yard line.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Timmy Jernigan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Down and goal to go.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 79 yards. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd down now. Singletary, and some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Back now in Buffalo.
That's the end of
the Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
down.
The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Rypien. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to KJ.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First down, Denver.
Rypien looks to throw it again. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete to Melvin.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Gain on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
First down, Broncos.
To throw it is Rypien. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Rypien to pass. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This for the lead in the final stages. And McManus able to put it through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And he stopped immediately there. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.